So in today's video, we are going to be talking about the best foreplay, the only foreplay that works for women. Okay, every woman. So grab your popcorn, grab your coffee, grab your granuts, grab your tea, grab whatever you want to grab and sit down. Let's dig deeper into this issue, okay? Into this topic. Now, let me tell you guys, the way your body works is different from the way a woman's body works. Okay, that's the truth. Okay, the way we work is different completely. Let's say, for instance, a man that is not interested in a woman, okay, but the woman is actually giving him her body. That's most men will grab that body, okay, will grab her, eat her, and still continue. Like, I don't care about you, but then if you want me to eat you up, no problem. That is a man for you. But a woman that's not interested in you, okay, that doesn't want you, will not even want your body. Let's say on a normal ground, unless she's actually getting something from you, like unless she wants to get maybe money, stuff like that. But naturally, a woman that does not want you, okay, let's say emotionally, or is not connected to you, wouldn't want to give you her body. But a man is not the same. Okay, a man is ready to actually grab that woman that he is not interested in, eat her up, and still continue with his life. Be like, so what? Okay, I did what I have to do at the moment, but that doesn't mean I have anything to do with you. That is it. So a woman and a man is never the same when it comes to sexually. Okay, so if you want to get the right foreplay for your woman, you have to follow these steps I'm going to be talking about. That is the only way that worked for even the woman that said, I'm not in the mood always. Okay, now number one is your touching. I know when I say touching, you are thinking, okay, grabbing her oranges, grabbing her honey pot, and all those stuff. No, calm down. I'm not really talking about that. I'm talking about touching that is not even sensitive. Okay, let's say for instance, during the day when you are around, or you just wake up and you are not planning to do anything around that time, you just spank her boots or even touch her, just a little touch here and there. You can even be holding her hands when you're talking. You can even be just helping her to do one or two on her body, like those touch that is not even connected to anything, like you're going to knock her. Okay, let's say for instance, you are not even planning to do anything with her, but you just grab her, you just hug her, maybe from behind. Maybe she's busy with something, you just come from behind and hug her. Maybe she is actually doing something, you just spank her but, or she just walk past you, you just spank her. But those little things works so badly for a woman. Like for instance, when you stop doing this thing, you are going to notice a difference in her, like her mood and everything. The way she will reciprocate will be different, because all those things you are doing and you're thinking is not important, is so important, because the way you are doing it, you're actually building her system, like gradually. Or let's say for instance, you actually have something intentionally to do. Okay, you have something you want to do with her, but don't start with touching the oranges and all that. No, okay, start with maybe like sitting down with her to gist about something that's so interesting, she will enjoy to listen. And when you're talking about those things, her hands is on your own hands, or you just maybe touching her back or that kind of thing. Just those sensitive, or those places that are not even sensitive, but you're gisting. Gradually you will see how she will be coming more closer to you. So what I'm not saying, don't always focus on the sensitive areas when you want to start. Okay, that is the foreplay that works. Okay, so you can even start during the day, not you always concentrating on those. I know that's where you're seeing, because you're working with what you're seeing, but sometimes also work with what your woman is going to actually accept. Okay, so start with those parts of her body that's not even sensitive. Okay, start with a pretense, a kind of showing her that you're not even ready to do it. That's, you're not even here for it. Okay, I'm just here to be with you, I'm just here to spend time with you, stuff like that. That is what we are talking about. So that touch should be a touch that's not actually ready for something, a touch that you're not touching intentionally to get something from her immediately. That is what works for every woman. Everyone want that kind of touch, not always the sensitive one. Okay, that's number one. Now number two is to learn how to talk dating. Okay, yeah, your words. Now when I say talking dating, it's not only about talking dating also, but your words, like complimenting her, okay, and talking about some certain things that she wants to hear, like works like magic. Okay, so your words is another important way to actually move the way a woman will actually understand it. Okay, so starts with those dirty, naughty words. Okay, it can be starting with those experiences you people have had. Okay, your time together, and maybe the first time you guys met. Not the things about your partner, or not the things about each other, like the both of you, will be one of the things that will work for a woman. Okay, daisy talk works like magic for a woman, so don't even ignore this part, even if you think you're a pastor. Okay, for your partner you need to start using those dirty talks because it works, and that's also including compliments. Okay, talks that actually compliments her. Okay, it's not always the dating one, but talks that compliments her look, compliment her attitude, compliment her personality, stuff like that. It works so badly. Okay, because this time around you are actually digging deeper into her emotions. Before you know it, when you are not around, she's already thinking about what you said. So if you're a man that always use abusive words, okay, remember that this is what she will also be remembering every time you want to cry. Okay, yeah, she will be remembering those words, and she'll be like, really? Okay, like, really, after all this? That's what she's thinking. Yeah, it works. It's very much deeper, and by that time she's already resenting. That's the thing. Okay, so the next one is using funny names, like calling each other funny names. You can start calling your partner one or two funny names, like, that's not your partner's name, that's not what you call her on a normal, but you can just decide to call her, like, how we do these things, like you can decide to call, if you're from Igbo, you're like Mweke. I don't know if you understand what Mweke means. Okay, I will actually write down what it means in the screen. So funny names that will make her smile. She'll be like, who are you calling this name? And she'll smile, and she will want to call you one or two from her own understanding to what she wants to call you. Those funny names actually makes relationship feel like comfortable. That's one of the things you should instill in your relationship. It's so important. Like, it helps a lot of relationships, so you can try it out. Okay, yeah, you know what works. You are not going to call her a very abusive names, so it should be funny, something that she will smile. So this is another thing that makes a whole lot of difference. Okay, it's going to melt her. Anytime you call her that name, she will smile. So whenever she hears that name, she knows it's only you that I'm not talking about when you call her honey, darling, mommy, blah blah blah, all those names, sweet names that you no, I'm talking about those 40 ones. Okay, try it out. Now the next one is playing and supporting your partner. Okay, yeah, okay, little support here and there, and playing with your partner is so important. Don't be that kind of partner that's strict. You're like, who are you to play with me? Like, you are under me, okay, you are below, so we cannot play. Okay, so when it's time, we do the thing, and then, yeah, there are partners that are like that. Okay, but that's not the right way. When it comes to a foreplay that works, you need to be closer to your partner. That is one of the things that works for women. Okay, I'm talking about this thing that works magic, like it works internally. Before you know it, a woman is already medicine for you. Like, for instance, let's say you guys are back from work. Okay, then you freshen up, and then you have something in mind that you're going to do for that day, but you start with playing. It can even be hide and seek, it can even be chasing, pursuing her here and there, it can even be, one or two, it can even be tickling her body and all those stuff. Those little play that kids play that kind of play, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, is like, instill that kind of play in your marriage. Okay, yeah, in your relationship, because that is what works for women. Okay, women want to be closer to you, they want you to be down with them, they don't want a kind of, no, that kind of relationship doesn't work for women. That is why some of them will start, like, it's as if they are doing it as a kind of duty, but that's not how it's supposed to be. So you see that kind of support and play, okay, with your partner. Please make it a habit. Okay, yeah, you cannot be there every time, but whenever you can and whenever you are around, please help your partner. And if you are someone that's not always around, you can actually like compliment her or encourage her. Tell her that you are not ignoring those things. Look, make her understand that you are not ignoring all the things that she's doing. It's not that you don't want to help her, okay, but these are the reasons, because she already knows that you're not around. But don't make it like, oh, what have you been doing, okay, what have you been, and all those stuff. No, no. Okay, helping out, even if it's when she is cooking, you can actually support a one or two. Okay, you might not even be the person that's cooking, but you can help out a one or two. Okay, or when she is washing, when she is you help out in one way or the other. It can even be you holding her while she is working. That is what works. You don't even need to do too much, but those little ones are the ones that works. Okay, you connect the hearts to each other. Okay, you connect your hearts to each other, and that's what works. So it's still that habit of being very much closer and down to earth with your partner. That is what works for women. That's one of the four things that work. Before you now graduate to the touching, the inside one that no one is actually seeing, you have already done the work outside. Okay. Now, when it comes to other things like maybe messages or graduating to touching the right places to make her be in the mood, you start the right way will make her fall for you. Okay, will make her melt for you. Those are the things that many men ignore, but that is what works for women. Okay, so if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Okay, do you use these methods? Okay, because most times you'll be like, she's always not in the mood. Maybe you don't actually start the right way. Okay, you don't use the right methods. Okay, that might be the reason, because those little supports, those, your words, okay, your compliment, dirty talks, and all those little things you do, okay, the touch that not even sensitive makes a whole lot of difference. Okay, so try this things out and you are going to see a difference. Okay, so that's it for this review. That's the video. Give it a thumbs up, give this video a thumbs up, share this video with your loved ones. Okay, share this video with your loved ones, subscribe if you haven't. See you guys in my next video.